Hello, Castella, Binding of Isaac Community Remix mod. We're gonna be playing as Maggie this time, and I probably said in my last episode we're gonna play as Cain, but I forgot that Maggie comes before Cain in the list of characters, so yeah, we're just gonna go play as Maggie. And this is a new instance of Isaac, so no chances of deal with the angels on the second floor, which is a good thing because as of late we've got nothing but undefined in our deal with the angels. So basement part 1, gonna be a rather simple floor. Burnt penny, a pretty good trinket to get at the start of the run. And halo of flies, a pretty good item to get in the beginning. Although its usefulness certainly is a lot less so in if you get like the pretty fly pill in your rotation, but we don't know until we get it essentially. Checked out the curse room there, didn't find anything useful. Ugh. I'm glad it's the first floor, so any dumb damage that I take won't be that hindrance to us. And this is a Curse of the Lost, I believe, which is why it's larger than normal, the floor I mean. I took the Halo of Flies immediately because it's not a special item. If it were, I would have left it until the end of the floor. And I think I've mentioned this before. A Halo of Flies used to give 3 flies. Instead, now Wrath of the Lamb Plus it only gives 2. Perhaps they nerfed it, or it was their intentional design. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just misremembering the item. But I swear that in the original Binding of Isaac, it gave you 3 flies instead of 2. However, it's been like years since I've played that, so maybe I'm just blowing smoke out of the orifices. I'm glad we got a key, but I won't be able to utilize that until the next floor, and I'm kind of really salty that we've gotten 2 tinted rocks with no bombs. The Sun is an excellent card, and Temperance is as well. I'm thinking we'll use the Temperance card on this floor then. I wanted to use it on this floor because we have this red heart lying around, and also I had a Yum Heart charge. And at the very worst, we can use the Sun card to also augment that as well. Give us additional plays with our blood bank. And then, yeah, if nothing else, we can probably reach 15 cents and use that one key. And perhaps that one key will allow us to buy a bomb in the shop. Yeah. This is how snowballing happens, folks. Now, we're against Champion Duke of Flies, and it's the green one, which is a really annoying variant because not only does he shoot the spread shot, also has a lot of regular flies protecting it, so it's really hard to shoot at it. If you're playing a Samson or Judas, though, Duke of Flies is always a pretty easy boss, but someone like Maggie, who has slightly less than Isaac default damage, is gonna have a bit of trouble dealing with it. I'm kinda glad we didn't get hit, though, so that's gonna allow us to play the blood bank a lot more. And we got the coin purse, which can be a good thing if we reduce ourselves to half a heart, then perhaps we can get a bad trip to turn into a full health pill. And we also had burnt penny, so our bomb problems are pretty much no longer existent, thanks to the blood bank. So I certainly do not regret this blood bank play. And let's see. We're gonna take our pills now to see if we get a bad trip. This is bombs are key. So now we have 5 keys and 1 bomb, but I'm perfectly fine with that because we can generate more bombs with our burnt penny. And then we have a tears down, which is really awful considering we don't have any damage augmentations right at the start. And we got another bombs are key, so no bad trip pill, unfortunately, but we can at least blow open these tinted rocks to give us some spirit heart protection, and we got a small rock, which was exactly what I was hoping for. So now the one thing we have to worry about is that the small rock is gonna put us at a very awful speed tier, and I think unless we get the blood bag from this blood bank, we might be in a bad position in terms of speed. And I really should have done the walking out glitch for the bombs, so that way we don't have to waste 2 bombs for this. And we're gonna get another small rock, and the damage ups do stack for small rock. It's just that the second small rock won't provide as much of a damage up as the first one. And the only reason that the small rock stacks in the damage up is because small rock also provides you with a slight tiers upgrade. Any kind of vanilla tiers, excuse me, any kind of vanilla damage up will not stack. But if the damage up also provides some other kind of stat, then it will stack. So I think we do use the sun on this floor, and you might think it's a waste because it's a great item later on. It's a great tarot card later on for its map ability and its full health ability, but we're gonna use the sun to not only help us find the secret room, but also give us a better chance at finding that, getting that blood bag, because I really think it's essential to get the blood bag. If we want to go deep down on our small rock situation. And unfortunately we get the IV bag instead. But I'll take it because it means that future blood banks will mean a guaranteed blood bag payout if we play it enough times. And we get a slot machine in our shop. Not in our secret room, but I'm just gonna blow it up and we'll get the red patch from it. But I value the burnt penny more, so we're gonna stick with that. And I'm gonna buy this tarot card, and then we get another Wheel of Fortune, which if we take with us long enough, we can bring it to the chest, and then it'll become a free item on the chest. We have 2 bombs and like 3 locations for the second secret room. Actually, we've got like 5, 6 locations. Never mind. Yeah, we are extremely slow right now. But we're doing a whole lot of damage thanks to... the 2 small rocks and the champion belt. And I didn't talk about the champion belt, but we did get the champion belt in our first floor shop. And now we finally reached the cellar part 2. So with all this damage, I think we're in a pretty good position. I just would really like a speed upgrade of any form now. I wouldn't even mind a vanilla speed upgrade from the our boss fight. And in our shop contains the map, which we will purchase immediately. This also puts us at 1 cent, but 1 cent is enough to access the arcade, which has a high chance of spawning since we started the floor with 5 or more cents. And hopefully we get an arcade, and that way we can try to get a blood bag that way, which will also function as a speed up. And I'm really just going to be talking about how much we want a speed upgrade until we actually get one, so you'll have to bear with me, folks. The golden chest had a key in the bomb. Essentially just got a free bomb. And, oh wow. Odd mushroom in our item room. Now, I'm just gonna refresh myself to see if it's a special item, which it is not, so I don't feel guilty about taking it immediately. Odd mushroom is a health and a damage up, so I think it also gives a range upgrade. But it's also a speed downgrade according to this spreadsheet. And by the layout of this floor, we're not gonna be getting an arcade on this floor, which is unfortunate. But this is already a very high damage run, so I really don't have anything to complain about. And got 1.5 spirit hearts from Gluttony, which is a really amazing payout, considering we don't have any kind of like soul heart augmentation dropping item like the Miter or Mom's Pearl. And with all these champions that we're gonna be able to kill, we're gonna get a lot of consumables that way as well. We get another Temperance card, but I'm thinking we take the Temperance with us to the next floor, and we'll use Wheel of Fortune and blow it up. But I guess we'll just go fight our boss. It's gonna be the Widow, which is gonna be really easy. We might get hit once or twice because of our terrible speed, but the fight shouldn't take too long. And I think a few more hits should do it. And the Widow dropped another Soul Heart, which is really amazing. We get Mom's Heals, a range up. I would have really liked this Wooden Spoon, or the Wooden Spoon, or the Belt. And for 2 hearts, I'm gonna buy Spirit of the Night, if for nothing else, to make it so that we spawn Deal with the Devils for the rest of this run. And it's also very nice to get a flying item this early on. So next we're gonna check out our Curse Room, which will only cost us half a Spirit Heart to enter because of our flying ability now. Curse Room contains spiders, but that's perfectly fine. Now we're gonna look for a second secret room. And there's only really 2 possible locations for that. Here's the second one. In it we contain... Oh, that's beautiful. So, oh, that's less beautiful. So, if we had spawned a slot machine in this Eternal Heart room, any red hearts that the slot machine would pay out with would give us Eternal Hearts instead, but since we spawned the Fortune Teller, we won't be able to use that exploit, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, we won't be able to get some free HP upgrades that way. And I pumped all my money into this Fortune Teller, but unfortunately... Oh, there we go. Unfortunately, I didn't pay out with any Soul Hearts, and we saw the exploit there, but since there was already an Eternal Heart, it really didn't function much as an exploit. Let's bring this Temperance card with us. And another reason why I didn't take the Nail is that we had the Temperance card, and then if we took the Nail, we would only have 1 HP left. But now that we got the additional HP from the Eternal Heart, I don't feel bad about taking the Nail, which will function as a Book of Revelations and a damage modifier as well. So let's go do this arena room and pop the Nail. Oh my god. I think the Nail's also a speed downgrade? So we are slow as molasses right now, but we're doing a ton of damage. So really we have nothing to complain about except that we're slow as molasses. A Maggie run that has a lot of damage is certainly out of the ordinary. Since as Maggie you tend to stack HP, but you trade that for less than ideal damage. You're essentially a tank, but right now we're a high damage bruiser. Yeah, we're in the Catacombs Part 1, which I forgot to mention, but this is really the first catacomby-ish room that we've encountered. Our secret room contains a slot machine. I'm just gonna blow this up. Normally I would play it for bombs and keys, but we're in a pretty good position right now. 5 coins, 5 bombs, 5 keys. And a double key drop. The golden chest contains 2 bombs, so 2 bombs and 2 keys from this room. Find the shop, but the shops are less valuable now that we don't have 15 cents anymore. Although, if we find the red heart room in our second secret room, then we might go deep down on the temperance play. Though the ideal play would be to wait until we get a blood bank, either through an arcade or through like just one of those random Blastocyst plus blood bank rooms in the depths. And our shop has the ladder, so really nothing worth it for us to bother with there. Let's go here, and we'll do one more room, and then we'll fight the boss using our nail charge. Oh my god. We're doing a lot of damage, but enemies that are faster than us will certainly give us a very hard time. Not only to aim at them, but to escape from them. And we're gonna go do one more room so we get the nail charge for our boss fight. Oh my god, we're so slow. And another one of these butt licker rooms. Alright, so I got a nickel from that room, which is really nice, but we're not gonna spend any money on our shop this floor, so we could buy the tarot card, but most of the tarot cards will probably be worse than Temperance for us right now. I'm gonna fight the Husk. Oh my god. The only thing we have to worry about from the Husk is that, like, that shot where he shoots a whole bunch of nonsense at us all at once. Because the spread shot is dealable, and these flies, we're not gonna have the same problem as the Duke of Flies from the first floor, because we're doing a whole bunch of damage. And I will gladly take this wooden spoon. Even though our speed is still quite awful, it helps somewhat. So just complete the rest of this floor. Go for the item room. Check out the second secret room. Was hoping, actually that's impossible. Was hoping, yeah, hoping to use one of those green bombs to check for a second secret room, but in that current room, there was no possible location for that to spawn. The ability to fly will also allow us to get items like this, which is the Magician, which is not useful for us at all. And our item room contains Lemon Mishap, so this is our first item room that contains garbage, but considering our current loadout, let me just tab and see that. Oh, of course an error has occurred. No, we don't want to continue running the script. Oh well. So we can check it out normally, like, have the, all this nonsense. I see that Community Remix also does the art for, like, this page. Champion's Belt right here. 2 small rocks, treasure map, Odd Mushroom, Heals, Spirit of the Night, and Lemon Mishap, which we picked up, and gonna take back the nail. Let's see, I guess we'll do the last room, but most likely it's gonna be the Spike room. Oh, it's not the Spike room. I was expecting the Spike room because we didn't have a Curse room. But I guess they're independent of each other, so I don't know what I'm talking about. These champion pooters are really annoying, though. I would actually like a cube of meat to finish off our trinity of orbitals. That would be nice. A pretty fly pill or payout from a slot machine would also be nice as well. So, 8 bombs, like 5 locations, 6 locations for our second secret room. I'm not concerned about bombs at all in this run, just because of our... Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I'm not concerned about bombs at all in our current run because of our Burnt Penny situation. And yeah, we got exactly what we wanted, and that is the Red Heart room in our second secret room, so that means we're just gonna play our Blood Bank all day. Oh. Careful not to use it when we don't have any red hearts to expend. And we got 10 more plays of this. And hopefully we'll pay out with the blood bag right now. So Our speed situation is back to, I guess, neutral. Seems like it. So now we will probably go buy the Terra card, since we have none to take with us to the next floor. And 20 minutes in the Catacombs Part 1 is pretty bad in terms of speed, but we're gonna be going a lot faster since we've managed to milk the game for all it's worth so far. Yeah, so we're investing a lot more time in the early game so that we can have a lot faster of a late game. I think we really just want to save our Hermit card for... yeah, we want to save our Hermit card for the Depths or Necropolis Part 2. That way, we can try to get a deal with the devil that way by teleporting out of the Mom boss fight. And I'm gonna buy a portable slot just to remove it from the item pool. The shop item pool. Since I expect one of our remaining 2 shops will be greed. That way we can fix our money situation that way. But our money situation is pretty decent already. And just got 13 cents from that room, from our secret room as well, so really nothing to complain about. Wouldn't mind finding a secret room, the second secret room to have like another Eternal Heart room. That way we can use the portable slot exploit that way. We'll use the nail on this room. Just for the Spirit Heart. I didn't really mean to crush that rock because it was giving me some sort of protection against these shots, but it's not a big deal. We're doing a lot of damage if we can just aim, that is. Keepers, the ones that aren't hanging and flying, are one of the harder enemies to aim at, I think. For very good reason, because they continuously move and shoot. I think we'll go up here, check for some Terminus rooms. Almost ran myself into that bullet, which would have been a really terrible play. I still think the Hermit card is a lot more useful for us than the Sun card. You may disagree, but I value the slight possibility of a deal with the devil more than the full health at this point. Although my opinion of that might change at the end of this floor. This really depends on what advantages we can get. We have teleported in our item room, which is really shitty, but we could use that to potentially get into that boss trap room, which I will do, but I'll do that once I recharge my nail. That way, if we get teleported to the, say, the southwest side of our current floor, then we won't waste recharges on the nail. This normally is a really shitty room, but with our current damage and our flying situation, it's actually rather easy. Assuming we don't get hit. But I guess anything is really easy, assuming you don't get hit. Careful. Yeah, our consumable situation is actually really great. That bombs our key pill on the first or second floor really set our key situation to autopilot for the rest of the game. Well, that is unless we get something like a Guppy's tail. But yeah, we really don't have anything to complain about. And when we don't have anything to complain about, then the commentary starts becoming stale, because normally I talk about what do we need to win this run, but in all honesty, we don't really need anything right now. We're perfectly fine in our current situation. Let's go fight our boss. is gonna be Pestilence. So I'm gonna get exactly what I hoped for, which is like a cube of meat to help finish the trinity of orbitals. So now I would hope for a war or a death boss fight later on, so we can upgrade our cube of meat orbital to become an offensive as well as a defensive one. It's champion Pestilence as well, but it's quite obvious if you just look at it. Got the cube of meat. Unfortunately, no deal with the devil. Let's use that teleport once to see if we get into the boss trap room. Unfortunately, we do not. So, last thing to do on this floor is, I guess, finish that last room in the bottom left there, as well as look for that second secret room, which from the current map layout, I think 5 locations? 5 or 6 locations, I'm not really counting, I'm just kind of eyeballing it. So, we'll begin our check. There's actually 3 locations here, so I'm most certainly I'm undercounting, but we found it on our 3rd try. And we get cancer. And I think that 23 bombs is good enough in terms of burnt penny usage, so we will say thank you, burnt penny, but we're gonna take cancer with us for most likely the remainder of the game. Since in Community Remix you don't need the Polaroid, nor is the Polaroid an available trinket. It's been converted into a passive item. So yeah, cancer is gonna help us increase our DPS substantially, as if we didn't need that already, because I guess the only thing that we were lacking was fire rate and tears at this point, because our damage is pretty crazy considering we're playing as Maggie. Also got a health up from that pill, so yeah, I'd say this is a pretty lucky run. We don't really care about health management, half-hour intervals. Is there anything left in the shop? There's this key. Sure, I'll buy it, but I don't think we'll be using 8 keys anytime soon, and I'm gonna stick with the Hermit decision. If the Sun card saves our run in the late game somehow, then I'll regret it, but otherwise, I still think the Hermit is the better play for the potential deal with the devil. Just shoot this fire. Get some more money. Oh, my keyboard kind of buzzed out on me for a little bit. Our gray chest contains a lot more money. So most certainly it's gonna be Grievous floor, if not the next floor. So we should just prepare ourselves for that. Embrace the inevitable. I would really like it if the compass showed up in one of our remaining shops. Hangman is useless because we're already flying. Remember when the flying ability gave you the power to just go into arena rooms, take the item, and then leave? Oh, those were good times. This might take a while, folks. But I think we'll win this war of attrition sooner or later. Yeah, it looks like we're almost there. I could be like less lazy and move around, but I kinda enjoy this kind of site. Like, that's the kind of room you would farm with Charm of the Vampire. The Emperor card is excellent as well. I think we'll just use the Emperor card. Now, you know what? We'll use the Hermit card on this floor and the Emperor card on the next floor. That seems like the better play. Monster Manuel is garbage spacebar item. We'll just take it and then put it back down. Might as well blow up the slot machine as well. For some more money and keys. Here's our boss. So let's go fight it with our nail charge. It's gonna be Monstro 2. One of the easier bosses available in the depths. Since you can just trick Monstro 2 into continuously doing this laser attack by going left and right. And by doing so, it's more of a joke boss, really. But in the chest, when you get 2 Monstro 2s and they get out of sync, then it becomes one of the hardest rooms in the game. And that's really quite an interesting contrast when you think about it. But a very easily manipulable boss when he's alone can be a very difficult boss when you have to fight 2 of them. So let's check out our deal with the devil. I think we will go with the pact, but I'm not really that interested in the bloody lust because it's a special item. And we'll take breakfast for HP upgrade, and I guess we'll use the hermit card, and it's gonna be greed. But we were expecting that, so no harm, no foul. A lot more money that will become useless later on. The Hierophant, which we're gonna pop right away because we want to take the Hermit card with us. Well, not the Hermit card, the Emperor card now, with us to the next floor. Yeah, our damage is off the roof. It would be nice to get, like, Polyphemus Stormbomb's knife on top of that, but I'm honestly not gonna complain. And the Eternal Heart is also very excellent. So, the HP up from the boss and the Eternal Heart will pay for that pact deal from Satan. This pill is... I found pills. And I think this room has been glitched ever since Wrath of the Lamb, because normally these brains like walk around, but ever since Wrath of the Lamb, they just kind of just chill there in a corner. Oh my god, this is the worst room for me in the depths, as I mentioned before. I think it's slightly easier because like one of the middle turrets turned into one of the bomb shooting turrets. Yeah. And normally, like with the two regular shooting turrets combined with the 4 leapers, just my brain cannot compute that. Oh my god. Surprisingly, we didn't get hit on the fetus room, or the fetus wave of enemies. This one's a rather easy one. They added that like leaping spider in Wrath of the Lamb, and zombies also pretty easy if you just shoot them on the side, because then the splash damage will take care of them. We'll just finish the rest of this floor and then go down. Oh, the sweet, sweet damage. High damage runs are always the fun ones, man. Like, I don't think you can have a bad time when you're doing all this damage. The only time you can have a bad time is, I guess, when you're playing as Judas, because you'll have all this damage, but, if you get hit, like, once or twice, you're dead. Let's just try to walk these meat guys onto these spikes to make things a little bit faster for us. Oh, those spikes. Helping me more than helping them, really. And the 2 dead ends, I think. One of them is going to be the spike room. We have no kind of invincibility to abuse that, though. And then we have this hopper and leaper room. Sure, we'll go look for the second secret room with our plethora of bombs. Might take a while, but we'll find it eventually. And 3rd try is the charm. We get another fortune teller. But do I want to play this? I think I just want to play this to see like it explode into a like a crystal ball, but I guess it just exploded into money and bombs. I guess that's also fine. It'll save you guys some grief watching me gamble. So, we'll just go back and pick up that Emperor card, and then go down to the next floor. Now, the thing about the Emperor card is we have to use it after fighting the boss, rather than using it to get to the boss if we want to get the Deal with the Devil chance. Down to the next floor we go. Curse of the Lost as well, so if I had to guess, the boss is in the bottom right. That seems like the most likely location. And it's gonna be Necropolis, but with our current damage output, Necropolis isn't gonna be any kind of trouble for us. The only, like, problematic rooms would be the Mask and Heart rooms, but those are always gonna be asshole-ish. Our curse room contains some friends to the end flies, which will help us deal with this next room. But other than that, no real benefit. These rooms become substantially easier thanks to the ability to fly, since you can hang over these rocks and just hang over the rocks, and that'll block all the enemies' shots at you. And most enemies can't go over the rocks anyway. I'm really glad we got those blood bags, because if had we not gotten them, I think we'd be taking a lot of damage against these mask enemies. I'm also gonna try to get the host to try to blow up in front of that tinted rock. Oh man, it went the other way. Okay. Well, you can go suicide into that blue spike, I guess. We'll just blow it up on our own accord. Wanted to save a bomb, but with 29 bombs, it's really unnecessary min-maxing. I would really like Scatole, actually. There's a chance that there's an arcade on this floor. But if there's not an arcade, then we're just saving ourselves a bunch of time by not heavily gambling there. A lot more champions thanks to the champion belt, and that means a lot more consumables. So, I'm just gonna waste a charge of my nail just so I don't have to backtrack before fighting the boss. It's not like the 1/6 of a nail charge is gonna make or break this run, considering the output we have right now. Thank you, Mom's Foot, for giving us that spirit heart by breaking that tinted rock. Although the nail, with the nail, we could just easily just walk over it as well. I don't want to destroy too much of the rocky terrain with the nail, but I'm gonna have to. Since the rocky terrain helps us against the enemies that Mom spawns. Oh yeah, that was a good foot. Couldn't get out of the way in time. So we get squeezy from our boss fight, which is really great. I'm just gonna crush these rocks, because they make a nice sound when you crush them. And use the Emperor, see if we get a deal with the devil, which we don't. So, let's just do some backtracking, go for the item room and shop, and then we'll go down to our room series. We got like 80 cents, 30 bombs, 18 keys, which is really amazing. That dead end was a spike room. So, we got like 4 more potential dead-end locations, so item room, shop, minimum. We could also have a library and a arcade. That would be the maximum. But I don't think that's will be the case, considering this layout. We might get the arcade. But to get the arcade and the library will be really wishful thinking. We got Doctor's Remote. Might as well just use it once to try to find the second secret room. We've gotten both remote items on this run. Doctor's Remote. Didn't think so. So we'll look for the second secret room more thoroughly once we finish the rest of this floor. And Magdalena versus Envy. And normally Envy is a really annoying boss to take care of, or mini-boss I should say. But with this amount of damage, it becomes fun more than a chore. We get some more money. So we're really close to 99 cents. But unless we get money equals power, that money is all for naught. I could feed Chubb some bombs to make this fight faster, but I don't really feel like it's necessary. We'll use the nail for the spare heart, and then lose it immediately by getting hit. But we got half spare heart back, so that's okay. Some more, like, symbionts, as I like to call them, because, like, it's a symbiosis between the vaginal shooters and the chub worms. Shop is blue candle, which is a really great item, but I'm just gonna stick with the nail. Buy this pill, which is unknown, and it's tears up, so that compensates for that tears down we got really early at the beginning of the game. And now our tear rate is pretty crazy. Nickel puts us at 82 cents, but again, the money is more or less worthless. And another nickel, so really lucky with the nickel drops, but what am I gonna do with them? We got a the black bomb leech, as well as a champion black bomb leech. So now that we're done this floor, let's just go check for second secret room locations. Oh, I need to put down the third bomb, but kind of instinct. And we're gonna get an Eternal Heart, so puts us at 4 health. Although, we're really just sustaining on all these spear hearts we've amassed through this entire run. Yeah, on to, I guess, the quote-unquote late game. Although, really, I consider everything up until, after the, mom fight to be the early game, and then you have, like, everything after... Like, everything before the mom fight to be early game, and then everything before mom's heart to be mid-game, and then, like, yeah, the chest and that nonsense is the late game. This hollow room. Well, we'll just put down a bomb here. Not only to check for a secret room, but to hopefully get one of those in the explosion. But that didn't work out the way we planned. Doesn't matter though, cause oh my god. Yeah, 99 cents. There you go. gonna save the nail for a room where it has a lot of rocks so we can crush them. This is a okay room to do so. The nail is actually a really great item on the womb because with its ability you can crush all the rocks. So, and I really wish that like the notched axe gave you the nail effect, like the crushing of rocks for a room rather than just crush one rock, because crushing one rock in exchange for your spacebar slot just seems like one of the worst items in the game. Like, I would value the poop more than being able to crush one rock every however many rooms it takes to recharge. Let's blow this up. Devil card's gonna be really useful on the Isaac or Blue Baby fight. But with our high rate of fire, I think we might just go to Shoal. And I wanted to go to Shoal in that Samson run, but I accidentally went to the Cathedral because I wanted to because I accidentally went through the beam of light. But yeah, I think like going to Shoal isn't like a coward's way out anymore because you can still access the chest. It just adds more diversity into the game. This Blastocyst room, very easily taken care of. I didn't mean to pick up the money, because you never know, somehow a D20 might spawn, and then you would really like to have all that money on the ground, but like probability very close to 0 in that regard on this run, in our current floor. Bombs are key. I'd rather have 29 bombs. Another hollow room. You know, in some cases, I think Utero is easier than the womb. But some of the enemies are a lot easier, in my opinion. Of course, whenever you see like those heart enemies, then now you just wish you were in the womb instead of Utero. Some bombs from that golden chest. We'll finally find a boss. That was the first hit we've taken in a long while, and I'm not surprised that it was the Diglets that did it. Let's go charge up our nail and then fight the boss. And here are the hearts, but with the ability to fly and all this damage, the hearts are a real joke. And now let's just let Cube and me take care of this. Mimic. Right, now, let's go look for the second secret room. Since we're here already, might as well. Don't want to do some double backtracking later on, so that's why I'm looking for it right now. All these green bombs. This is a possible location, but we already checked because of the green bomb, so that was a waste of a bomb. Oh, that was a really good sandwich maneuver by the vaginal blasters and the green bomb shooter. Find a library, and that's really nice, but it's one of those like too little too late situations in my opinion. Telepathy for Dummies and Book of Belial. Book of Belial is great, but the nail kind of functions in the same manner, just less so, and also gives you health, so might as well just stick with the nail instead. And, we have a few more second secret room possible locations. Just go down here and check. And the red heart room, which is really good, but not so much in our current situation. So, we've done all we can on this floor. Let's go fight the boss. Hoping it's death, so we get the level 2 cube of meat. It's gonna be double Loki, actually. I'm gonna take this opportunity to smash all these rocks for some tinted rocks. And it looks like we did find We did find a tinted rock for 2 Spirit Hearts, which is really nice. This fight should be over very soon, considering our crazy fire rate. And we get Soap, which is... I think it's a Tears and a Shot Speed up, but I'm just gonna check really quickly. Yeah, it's a 0.2 Tears up and a 0.16 Shot Speed up. But Shot Speed up isn't that bad, unless, Oh my. Yeah, Shot Speed up isn't, that bad unless, you have Lump of Coal anyway, so... I'm gonna take, Blood Oath, and I'm gonna take Guppy's Paw, and I'm gonna use Guppy's Paw twice, so that we're entirely on Spirit Hearts. And I know we don't have the Polaroid, but this is so that, our Blood Oath does maximum damage, or gives us maximal potential damage. And it's not like we're gonna use those red hearts anywhere else. Oh, the sweet, sweet, sweet damage. We're still taking, like, centuries to kill, like, Champion Diglets, though, but has to be expected, because I think the Champion Diglets have, one of the highest healths in the game. So, probably gonna be an over an hour long run, but not gonna be, like, hour and 30-minute territory. Let's just walk this guy onto the spike. A dime drop, so really the money drops in this run have been really, really crazy. And I'll mention it again, I'm hoping in Rebirth you can get like 3 digits worth of consumables, so want to see like how many runs I can actually get to 99 cents, because too many runs I have played that I've gotten 99 cents, wishing that I could stack up more money. Deal with Devil Teleport. You know, we could take it and then go to Shoal immediately, but I'd rather just finish the rest of this floor. And, not sure what I can talk about for the next 20 minutes, but... Oh, you know, like, I recall, Edmund McMillan talking about, I'm not sure if it was Edmund or, like, Florian or whoever it was, like, we were talking about how, in, Binding of Isaac, like, the original version, and, I guess, Wrath of the Lamb by extension, you have these, chubs that can spawn in the womb that don't have butts, and apparently that was unintentional. I thought it was some kind of balancing mechanic because, like, you didn't want to give us 2 chubs that could spawn enemies. That would be unfair, like, on the womb. But, apparently it was just, like, a glitch. So, like, those chubs that spawn without butts, couldn't spawn enemies. Yeah, like, the 3rd segment of chub is the one that spawns enemies, and if you have, like, a buttless chub, then, it can't spawn any enemies. Just a little funny side story. I might actually go back into this room and use the nail to, crush all these potential rocks. I think we'll use the death card on this, arena room. Oh, gold, that's lovely. Compass. That's exactly what I was hoping for. From the shop, I mean, but like, getting the compass from a arena room is also very welcome. Although it was from a golden chest, so... But with 23 keys, we're just begging to use them. Yeah, let's go use our nail in this room. See if we can't find another tinted rock. I just love the crushing of rock sound that the nail makes. It's such a satisfying crunch. I don't know why I just stood there and took the leech's attack. I don't know, I'm getting lazy with my dodging since I can't see my health anymore. Although, I haven't been able to see my health since, like, the catacombs, so there's that. Let's walk you into the queue of meat. Here for more spirit hearts, but it's not like we need any more already. You know, the pretty flies don't actually hurt enemies that aren't flies, so you should really keep that in mind. And I don't know why I'm walking into these enemies. I'm just getting really, really lazy with dodging. What a plethora of fetuses and angel fetuses in all kinds of colors and champions. No, I never knew it was like plethora or plethora. Doesn't really matter though. I'm not gonna be an English teacher, I don't think. Although, I have contemplated going to like Japan to teach English just for the sake of going to Japan. Might be something I do after graduating. You know, that transition period between like university and getting a real job. I took the Eternal Heart because you know why not? I don't have any Polaroid invincibility to worry about, so there's really not any reason not to get health, I believe. I guess the reason you could argue is Blood Oath, but whatever, man. I don't tell you how to live your life. You should tell me how to live mine. Alright, Mom's Heart's taken care of. Hangman is a useless tarot card. Last thing to do is, I guess look for the second secret room. Just because of our many, many bombs. Like, when you have many, many bombs and, like, it's not a Curse of the Labyrinth, you should always go for that second secret room. I honestly think second secret rooms can sway your run in your favor more than, like, regular secret rooms, because most of the time in regular secret rooms you're just gonna find money, but in second secret rooms you can find fortune tellers, you can find eternal hearts, you can find that room full of red hearts, like you can find all sorts of goodies. And I think there's like 2 more locations for the second secret room that can possibly be. And they're both in this room. You see a fortune teller, but I'm not gonna play it. It's just unnecessary at this point. We have Cancer, which is one of the best trinkets in the game. We have the Devil card, which is one of the best damage augmentation tarot cards in the game. And we have like screens worth of spirit hearts protecting us. I'm just gonna use the nail to crush these rocks. Might have been a better room to use it on, but whatever. 4 rocks is good enough for me. Oh, there was this room with like 8 rocks. Oh well. Let's go down to Shoal. I'm going down to Shoal because we have an insane fire rate, and I think we'll take more damage on Isaac because of that. And Shoal is like Shoal is like the uncle that rarely visits, but when he does visit, you're gonna have a really fun time. Let's just walk you into the queue with me. I really like having a familiar for Shoal, like Orbital that does damage on Shoal, because it really helps against the devil mimics. Oh my god, that was an amazing shot from that fly. Walk into the devil mimic again. Also, just Guess we'll try to look for the second secret room while we're here. Found it really fast, actually. It's a red chest for pretty flies. Not for pretty flies, but for like friends to the end flies, aka blue flies. Call them whatever you want. Check our secret room as well. It's not greed, it's a slot machine, so we'll blow it up. Half a red heart from that. Terrible payout, but I don't really care at this point. I haven't done show like as much as the Cathedral ever since Wrath of the Lamb came out, so I'm really rusty on all the enemies that can appear. And we've reached the hour mark at this point, so sorry. I think this run will be 10 minutes more at max, unless we like get a forget me now on the chest. Then I would like say 15 minutes at most. I guess. Oh, let's use the nail. The nail just negated the damage we took essentially. This spell is Tears Down, which we haven't seen since the beginning of the game. Yeah, sure. Let's just run into the enemies. It's not like we care about our health anyway, and that's half sarcastic, but half like the truth. I don't want to say like half literal, because like in today's day and age, literal just means figuratively, which is kind of ridiculous considering like literal was the word invented to mean real, but you've used it so much in the figurative sense that it just means figurative now. That just shows how retarded English really is. And I don't really like throwing the R word around, but like it is what it is. Let's see if we can get Monkstroke 2 to do the laser attack. And there we go, so the rest of this fight should be rather easy. Unfortunately, we didn't get like a D12 on this run, because I would love to like reroll Satan into like Larry Jr. or something. This money's worthless. Fallen is a rather easy boss to deal with, considering our current amount of damage. I was hoping to kill him before he did the laser attack. Oh well. Oh, he finally hit me once. That's not a big deal. Yeah, I had a feeling that would hit me, but at the same time I kind of wanted it to hit the Isaac zombie, so I guess I won out in the end. And I guess I'll just save the nail charge for Satan. Probably don't even need the nail charge, so I guess I'll use it in the arena room. You know, people often ask me, why don't just like in like the womb later on floors? Why don't I just like go for as little rooms as possible? And my answer for that is, if you're having a good run, might as well milk it. And if you're having a terrible run, you might have a better chance at getting some like good items by doing more rooms. So either way, it's I prefer to do as many rooms as possible. We're in the situation that we're doing tons of damage, so we're having a really good time, so might as well just clear out all the rooms, see how much damage we're actually doing against these enemies. There is the rare occurrence that I think like farming rooms won't help us win, so the best strategy would be to just get to the boss as quickly as possible. And those are the runs where like you're lacking in damage and health, and like you're hanging on by like the skin of your teeth, essentially. Now that's an expression I would interested in the origins of the skin of your teeth? I know it's cause like your teeth are like held by gums, right? And they can be very delicate. It's less like I don't want to say sustainable, but like a sturdy would be the good word. It's less sturdy than like bone and muscle structure. Oh, we're not gonna get a nail charge for the boss, but that's to be expected. Got hit twice by those eye lasers. I really hate those eye lasers, like the brimstone eye lasers. Those are the hardest enemies for me on the Sheol series of floors. Oh, that was a beautiful bomb. It's been a while, like, since I've done a Satan boss fight, so I was worried I wouldn't get the timing on the bomb there. And I think we're just gonna use the chariot on the third phase. Just continuously shoot at Satan. Do our sidestepping dodging. And when Satan does the foot attack, we'll use the chariot. So I think we would have done more damage just shooting at him normally. I really like the music in this fight too, so nice change of pace. And we're gonna go back for the devil card because why not? Assuming I remember where I put it. I think it's in the room with the pill. That's something I hope in Rebirth that like on the mini-map it shows you not only just like one of the consumable that's available there, it shows you all of them, but I agree that the mini-map might get cluttered that way, but it would just be nice to know. And onto the chest. Little Chat is garbage. Guardian Angel is great. Rosary is great. And the quarter is awful. You know what? Like, since we don't have any consumable droppers, might as well just take Little Chad for the sake of taking Little Chad. And I'm really lazy with dodging right now, but can you really blame me with all the damage and health we have? This certainly isn't like Mom's Knife Polyphemus level of damage, but it's something. Got a Spirit Heart from that. I hate AIDS Poop Room. Magdalena versus Super Sloth. Like 2 runs ago when I was playing as Samson, this room was taking me a minute to finish because of like the donkey jawbone and my lack of damage. But like this room now is taking me like I guess 10 seconds at best. Or I guess at worst, yeah. I think I made that same mistake in the last video too, like at best and at worst. Whatever. English is a floppy language, man. Bob's Curse for Poison Bomb. Very nice. Does this floor not have a secret room? Because it seems like this floor does not have a secret room. We have the map, right? We have the map and compass, so we should have like a secret room available, but we don't. At least it's not showing on the map. So, in fact, we'll do a little bit of spider mod cheating just to see if we actually don't have a secret room. Take the tears up, but it's all gravy at this point, man. Another AIDS poop room. Oh, really? That hit me? Oh, I hate this room so much. And the spike room. And then triple mini boss room. Kill Gluttony last. Thank you, Gluttony, for taking care of your brothers for me. get a lot of heart drops, not of the spirit variety, so we don't really care. And I'm glad we don't have to deal with this again. Like, this is the last time we'll deal with it. And just as I say that, we're probably gonna encounter another one of them. Yep. So I guess I'll look for the secret room, but I don't see it on the map. Ugh. All these empty chest rooms is really disappointing because I just want to kill some things. There's nothing more satisfying than completing the chest with this much damage. Knowing that, like, the game's hardest rooms you're completing in mere seconds. Oh, that was a really good, like, bombardment of bombs. Like, the ricochet on that, beautiful. Alright, so... that's war taken care of. Another triple mini-boss room. We'll try to kill, Sloth last for the tarot card. And instead we got Bob's Rotten Head. Bob's Rotten Head. Bob's Rotten Head. Extinguish all this orange fire. Then we get a Pestilence and a Champion Death Room. Oh, really good sights from Death. More sights. And the second phase of Death. Like, at this point in the game, the horse is the hardest enemy because it's off the screen so often. Here's a Gertie Jr. champion variety. Champion of getting killed, I guess. Champion Gertie Jr. is one of the few champions that are actually easier, at least in terms of boss, than the regular boss, because Champion Gertie Jr. doesn't actually shoot at you. It just spawns enemies, and if you're doing a lot of damage, then you can just go to town on Gertie Jr. and you'll be done the fight in like without taking any damage, essentially. I guess Super Lust is also a very hard room, even if you have a lot of damage, because you have to continuously run away and there's no terrain to hide behind to help you escape. Super Wrath is of okay difficulty. Like the Mega Troll Bombs can blow other Mega Troll Bombs into you, but really that's the only major threat. And, we get Mr. Mega and we get the Curved Horn, so I guess we're gonna exchange the Curved Horn for the Cancer because we want to hit harder less often. And before we fight the final boss, I'm just gonna check with Spider Mod to see if there's actually no secret room, and there isn't, so that's rather surprising. I'm gonna check out the this second secret room for the hell of it. It's not like the Eternal Heart's gonna make a difference. We found all like second secret rooms on this run anyway, I think. So yeah, just wanted to complete the entire set, and I'm just gonna hold the right button until we win, folks. So I guess I'll do my post-mortem right now. This has been Castella playing the Binding of Isaac Community Remix mod. Hope to see you next time when I do a Cain run for real this time, because in my Isaac video I thought Cain came before Maggie for whatever reason. And yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother like doing any fancy tricks. I'm just gonna keep holding down the right button. Like, what's the point? And, we'll just take care of these angel fetuses. And there you go, yeah. I'm not gonna repeat what I just said earlier, so yeah. Thanks for watching, hope to see you again. Castella out.